What's up, beautiful people? In this video, we'll be talking about chicken coops. Ladies and gentlemen, a chicken coop is on the way. However, let's talk about which one. Let's go! What's up, beautiful people? And welcome to another episode of Don't Keep Up With the Joneses. 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 What's up, beautiful people? It's me, Ricky Jones Jr. back again for another video. And like I said in the beginning, this one is all about chicken coops. Now, what I need for you all to do is, after the information that I present in this video, I need you to wait to the end because there will be something for you to respond to, okay? So make sure y'all stay tuned. How y'all doing, great people? If you are new to the channel, it's me, Ricky Jones Jr. always here doing videos about gardening. And now, as you all are seeing, we are introducing chickens to this here channel. So I'm also excited because it's going to be beneficial for the family, as well as content for you all, as well as beneficial eggs for those that are in, you know, my community and my circle. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and get into it now. Here's a moment of truth and a moment of honesty. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been talking about this chicken coop now for probably about, I don't know, maybe like four months maybe, right? And I've been very hesitant about doing this chicken coop, largely because I've been scared about building the coop. Okay, ladies, it's the truth. It's the truth. Now, I've built decks, I've built patio furniture, I've built tables, I've built chairs, I've built many of things, all from pallets, right? Attached to pallets. But nonetheless, in it all and for it all, I've been extremely scared about building a chicken coop, largely because of the different designs and things that I've seen online. And of course, I want my chicken coop to be beautiful. Of course, I want my chicken coop to be nice. Of course, I want my chicken coop to be one that people look at and say, oh my goodness, I want to do that too. However, I've been just like looking at different practices of wood, and wood is astronomical in price if you were to go to the Home Depot and things like that. So it's been a deterrent for me to go ahead and build that bad boy. However, in much research and much searching and much prayer and a much just like talking to family, friends, and things like that, I think I have an idea. Now, what I want to present to you all in this video are two different ways in which I could potentially build a chicken coop for my chickens, okay? Now, I will have chickens on this channel very, very soon, which... okay, but that's neither here nor there. Okay. So here's option number one, okay? Option number one, let's talk about it. All right. So option number one looks like a standard chicken coop situation, okay? Where I have like the big house scenario. When I mean big, I am thinking very big. I was really thinking about 4 feet tall, about 4 feet wide, so 4x4, and with like a slanted roof situation with a outlet to a chicken run, which of course be ran by like chicken wire and all that good stuff. So it'll be a house, it'll be raised up 2 feet. So I'm thinking about getting like 8-foot posts, 4x4 foot posts, boom, stack them up high, put them in the ground by 2 feet, 2 feet higher, then another 2 feet, or excuse me, now another 4 feet is a chicken house. So I have all the different measurements and things in mind. Like, that's the one that I'm thinking about initially. Now, that's the one that's it's very difficult for me to even like think through the process of even building that bad boy, because I've been looking at different floors and things in which people use in their chicken coops, because like the slippery floors are good for cleaning because you could just easily put your rake in, slide the contents out, put more bedding in. But then I even looked at other chicken coops and they're like, I don't change my bedding for a whole year. I just keep stacking it. I stack it and I stack it and I stack it because I mean it's just doing what it does. And I'm like, oh my goodness, what are you talking about? But now the other ones, they're like, oh man, you have to change it because then there's a smell. If you don't want the smell, you have to change the bedding. All that to say, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a lot. But then even in building that bad boy, I'm looking at people saying you may have to make sure you have ventilation because it can get hot. I know I live in Tampa, so I know it's gonna get hot. So I'm looking at, oh my goodness, what is necessary? Like, how many holes do I do? How many ventilation outlets do I do? Do I need to put a ceiling fan in that bad boy? Because I mean, if it was me, I would like a ceiling fan. So why wouldn't my chickens like ceiling fans? So all these different things are going through my mind. Even with runs, how big does the run need to be? How long does it need to be? How wide does it need to be? How do I make sure I keep predators outside of my chicken run? Because obviously that's the deterrent from having chickens in your yard. Predators, okay? So all these different things are going through my mind. Even after that, I have to build a door for this chicken run. Oh my gosh, do I have to have like cattle panel? Do I need to have chicken wire? Then I had to have the small little squares. Like all these different things are going through my mind, which it might be going through your mind as well if you're thinking about having chickens in your yard. I've been thinking through it, right? Another aspect of that is like, okay, where do you put the water? Where do you put the food? Do you put it up under the chicken house, right? That's why you have to like 2 feet of space in between the floor and then the bottom of the chicken house. Like, is that where you put it? Or do you put it in the actual coop itself? And then, you know, you put the bars in there. What are those things called? I forgot what it's called, but it'll come to me. But it's like all these different things that go through my mind. I'm like, oh my goodness. And then on top of all of that, what do you put on top of your chicken like coop house? Like, do you put shingles on the top, or do you put the UV little wavy things on top? What do you put at the top just to make sure that the water just doesn't sit, right? All these different things. And then you have to make sure you go outside every day to let the chickens out until the chicken run, or you can get an automatic door. And then I looked at the price of an automatic door. It was like $300, $300. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna keep looking. Like, all these different things that go through my mind, ladies and gentlemen. And obviously, I've been procrastinating. I didn't even buy chickens because I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to buy chickens without a home, or even the start of building a home for the chickens once they grow, even though I know it's going to take some time. But still, like, what do I do, ladies and gentlemen? That's option number 1, which is like the normal option for people that build chicken coops in their homes. And now I start looking on YouTube, Google chicken coops, and there's like so many different ways you can do it. Like, some are extravagant. Oh my gosh, like, my goodness, you should be a builder, okay? And then there's other ones I'm like, oh, okay, I can do that, but then do I want that in my backyard? Like, am I going to be proud about having it on my YouTube channel? People coming to my house looking at the chickens, am I going to be proud about that? Those are different thoughts that was going through my mind. So now I kept looking, and I kept searching. And then I came over to option number 2. Let's talk about it. Boom! All right, great people. Then there was option number 2. Option number 2 is so much more digestible, so much more doable, and so much more practical, okay? And option number 2 is called a hoop house chicken coop. A hoop house chicken coop, where more than anything, it's like a cattle panel that like hoops around. You just get a 12-foot cattle panel. You just bring it in so that, you know, the height of it is 6 feet in the center, and then you have your wood going around it, and then you put the small itty bitty squares of wiring going on top of that to keep your predators, your rats and your snakes and your possums and your things like that out of the whole hoop house chicken coop scenario. And then that gives them the liberty to walk around freely, do what they want to do. You can have laying houses on the back side of it. You can put the food there, and then usually people put like shade probably 3/4 of the way of the whole situation, so that they have somewhere to go in the shade, but then also some sunshine type area as well, so they know that it's daylight, right? And so I looked at that and I was like, oh my goodness, that is so much more doable. It's less wood, but then on top of that is actually movable, which is something to even consider, as in the long-term goal, my goal is to have and to live on some acreage, or to have a I won't call it a farm, but like an area where I raise chickens and have a pond. I look to have that area with a lot of acres, but then be able to move the coops like every day, which I love that method. It is beautiful. It looks very clean, look very practical, but then obviously something I feel like I can do. So doing this situation this way in my yard now will give me the ability to know what it's like to move things around, to make adjustments, to maneuver and things like that with the chickens themselves. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, this like hoop house chicken coop situation looks so much more doable. There's only one door. There's not a whole run situation separate from the chicken house. It's the chicken coop itself with the run all in there together. So it's like 2 for 1, ladies and gentlemen. Like, and I just feel like it's so much more doable. It's so much more practical. I feel like other people could do it in their homes and in their spaces so much more easier than trying to build a whole chicken coop situation. I went to the store with you all before. I think it was Tractor and Supply Company, TSC, and we looked at just different chicken coops, and the prices of the chicken coops there were astronomical. Just even if I wanted to go and buy one myself, it was probably like $600-700, maybe $800, $700 to $800 just to buy one. And it wasn't even like big, and it didn't look structurally strong. So I was like, okay, no, I'm not gonna go that route. I'm gonna have to build one. But now when I look at the price of wood and looked at, you know, building all those things, it's not so. But anyway, we're talking about the hoop house scenario. It looks nice. It really does. It looks clean. It looks like it'll last for a long period of time because it is metal and things like that. But then it is, like I said, movable, and I feel like people can do it. I feel like, you know, I like to do things on this here channel because I like to help people express their passion and do the things that they're passionate about, desiring to do, and things like that. And an entry-level chicken coop scenario, I believe, is the circular or the hoop house chicken coop scenario. So maybe I'm sharing where I am with it and which one I want to do. However, it's up to you now. And when I say it's up to you, what I want you to do is to put down in the comment section which one do you think is a better one to build, or which one do you think I should build. Should I build option number 1 or option number 2? Again, option number 1 being like the standardized method of chicken house, chicken coops with the whole house and then the run situation, or should I do the hoop house chicken coop, option number 2? All right, and so I mean, that's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. And this summer we are gonna have it up, which I am gonna get the chicks before then, but I'm saying too much because I'm excited. Oh, I'm so excited we have those chickens or those chicks before that. I'm gonna raise them up and we're gonna do that whole situation on this here channel. But nonetheless, in it all, let me know in the comment section below which one I should do, which I'm even in the space in which the chicken coop is gonna go. I have some wood that I've been looking at as well, seeing how long I want things to be, how wide I want things to be, how much space I actually want to give for these chickens. But hey, I'm open. I'm really open because I'm excited about the outcome of what it's gonna be. So let me know option number 1, option number 2, and we're gonna see which one people end up with, okay? Whatever one people end up with, we gonna, but y'all know I would do option number 2, so please choose option number 2. But if you do choose option number 1, please let me know why you chose option number 1, because largely because it could help somebody else, okay? For those that don't know, I am in Tampa, Florida, so it is warmer and it pretty much stays warm regardless, right? So I don't have to worry about frost or anything like that. I am in a city limit type situation, so I don't have like predators, main predators. I do have some raccoons and things like that, but I have a spray for that, and so I will spray around the chickens so I don't have those problems popping up, showing up, or anything like that. However, with all that being said, I feel like we gonna see. I'm gonna leave an option up to you, but please let me know which one you think I should do, and we'll just have fun in between time in the meantime. And so with that being said, great people, that ends this here video. It was talking about 2 different ways in which I was gonna build my coop, and we're gonna talk about which ways you all think I should do it, and we're gonna go for it, okay? We're gonna build it, we're gonna make it happen, and we're gonna see it through. So with that being said, I love you all, I appreciate you all, and remember, you never have to guard alone because you can always guard it with me. I love you all, I appreciate you all. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.